that's nice armor you're wearing there.
Yes? News. Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the mad... Work, huh? If you know a thing or two about herbs, poor Mathilda. I've never met a woman more generous than her. She doesn't deserve that.
That stuff's so expensive.
Yes?
Oh well.
Who are you? Yarrow, this is about his death, isn't it? The rampage. Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was one of us, after all. It is... terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that something like this would happen. Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth. Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way. Well, Yarrow, that's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died. No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe, very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yarrow forever. Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could. Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the Order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me. If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the Sublime path. So yes, it is uncommon. More than that. Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Lorem Waterblade. Underneath all this there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment. I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep, my dame. All these memories are making me weary. Yes, of course.
Huh? Can I help you? Blazes, why do travelers always think I'm here? The tides wash all kinds of plunder ashore. What, you mean apart from frenzied animals, Well, I know this old alchemist woman from the nobles' quarter has been getting on the guards' nerves for weeks. Something about her son, I think. You could pay her shop a visit.
Yes? Well, I might. But I'm sure as heck not going to tell you, Moonskin. Now leave me alone. I don't have time for chit-chat. Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me. I have to go.
Look, I found this yesterday when I was searching for shells. Yes, and you know what? If you shake it, you can hear a rattling, as if there are coins in it. All we need to do is break it open, then we can split the loot. And I could give Daddy the money for the pointy beard man. So what do you think? I've already tried to open it, but it just won't budge. Yeah, that man from the big city, who always comes after a moon turn. He wants money from the farmers. Daddy says he works for this Jank or Boric or something like that. Yeah, I think so. He always tries to make us think everything is okay, but I'm not stupid. And maybe there are enough pennies in this box for Daddy to pay the pointy beard man. Who knows? Sure. Awesome! any pennies, only these weird nails and a piece of paper. Here, take a look for yourself. So, does it say anything? A poem? What if it's a riddle? That's what you grown-ups call it, don't you? What does it say exactly? A blessing in distress? That... Oh, sugar, why do you grown-ups always have to talk so complicated? That is... Wait. Father Vildus, the priest, he always talks about blessings at the sermons. Maybe the writer is talking about the shrine, the one behind our house. Quickly, you should go take a look over there. I have to go back to the farm to feed the Leers, but tell me at once if you find anything.
How may I be of service? Of course. Alors, je mets exceptionnellement le casque. Si j'y arrive, pendant ce jeu, pour vous présenter quelque chose que je déconseille fortement de faire si vous jouez à Enderal, mais que je vais illustrer là pour la vidéo. En fait, il y a beaucoup de moments où dans Enderal, vous pouvez faire des choix qui sont liés à comment vous voyez la morale de votre personnage. Voilà. J'essaie d'altable le jeu. Bon. Bref. Là en l'occurrence, après avoir retrouvé le trésor qui était caché et que le gamin vous a plus ou moins indiqué, sur lui vous n'avez jamais pu tomber dessus, vous avez plusieurs choix. Et je vais, pardon, faire une fausse regarde. Donc, pourquoi? Parce que je vous montrer le changement qu'il y a en fonction des choix que vous faites. De cette quête qui n'a pas d'importance dans la suite de la vie.
What? Really? That's awesome! How much was it? I get one half, you get the other.
Voilà, le gamin, il demande à ce que vous donnez la moitié, il prend l'autre moitié. Ce qui peut sembler raisonnable. Et là, on peut donner une moitié. On donnait beaucoup, voilà, ça devrait être à peu près la moitié. On peut donner un tiers, on dit littéralement la même chose. On peut aussi dire, désolé gamin, mais je crains d'avoir besoin de cet argent la prochaine fois peut-être. Ce qui est la pire des réponses bien sûr. En haut à gauche de l'écran s'affichent les points d'expérience que vous gagnez lorsque vous remplissez les quêtes. Soyez juste attentif à ça. D'abord la réponse la plus désagréable, quoi, la plus amorale.
What? But we had a deal! Don't be so mean! Give me my half! I earned it! What? Just leave me be!
En se comportant comme un connard, on gagne 400 points d'expérience. Mais sans couronne andraléenne, ce qui est très intéressant, surtout au début de jeu.
What? Really?
Le tiers.
Oh, wow! This is so much!
En faisant
Man,
le tiers, tu passes
you're
pour un mec
awesome!
cool.
Do you know that? Thanks a bunch! I really hope this is enough for the pointy beard man. Come by any time if you want to talk, okay? You're a good person, and Mommy always says there are too few. Thanks again! I couldn't have done it without you.
Donc 475 specs. Et tu gardes en gros 67 couronnes. Donc un peu plus de pex. Et pour l'expérience en général, ça s'acquiert en fait. C'est une ressource qui est relativement facilement. Mais le jeu me donne toujours un peu l'impression que les points d'expérience c'est aussi l'avancée du personnage lui-même, pas forcément de la construction. Un peu comme si
What?
il
Really?
y avait
That's
une map
awesome!
ici.
Oh, wow! This is so much! Man,
Enderal a
you are
tendance,
awesome! Do you know that?
je pourrais te
Thanks
dire
a
comment,
bunch! I really
à
hope this is
récompenser
enough for the
les
pointy
gens
beard
qui
man.
agissent bien,
Come by any time if
gagner
you want to
en
talk,
offrant des points
okay?
d'expérience,
You're a good person,
Et-
and Mommy always says there are too few.
en compliquant en général la situation. Voilà, là typiquement, en donnant la moitié, on gagne plus de points d'expérience qu'en ne donnant rien, 425. Mais le jeu lui-même te dit que être gratuitement bon, c'est pas bien. C'est totalement pas vrai. donner un tiers de l'or trouvé en mentant. Te donne plus de force et plus d'or. Puis en étant honnête ou en étant un connard. Couper le micro.
The bite of the flea. Damn you! Lucky hit.
Yesterday, when Syrah and I sat under the old oak, she said something I can't get out of my head. The greatest peril in life is forgetting one's own ideals. These letters, the testimonies of my path, shall ensure that I don't. Letter 1, 8171 after starfall. Yesterday, a keeper came into the village to offer me a novitiate. Apparently, old Mother Ilana set forth the matter after she realized I was magically gifted. Grateful as I am, the matter raises a strange train of thought. Maybe, in some grotesque way, it was good that my mother died that day. Why, you ask? Because it opened my eyes. Before, it was my only wish to make Father proud. Father, a fisherman. Now, I cannot help but feel anger when observing the village folk around me. Day in, day out, they follow the same routine. Wake up, work, carouse, and sleep. Is this all they want from life? Don't they too take note of the ills in this world and have the desire to change something? Only Syrah is different. She understands what drives me, and she shares my dream of a better world. I told the keeper that I will come, but only if she is granted an apprenticeship in Ark.